Hey, welcome to So Awkward. It's me, Don.
I'm Jester.
And we just watched the Angry Video Game Nerd movie. Before we get into it, I'll say that I'm a huge AVGN fan. James Rolfe, the creator. I think he's really cool. I've been watching his videos for years. I believe he said this is the 10th anniversary that he's been doing the character, which is crazy because I don't even know if I had the internet 10 years ago.
Sure you did.
Did I? I have no concept of time.
It's 2004. You probably had the internet.
He's around my age. I'm probably a little older. And he just reviews old games from the 80s and 70s that were shitty. But they're really funny, and he's really clever, and he's a good filmmaker. He does little special effects. I mean, for YouTube. And he also does movie reviews, like as himself, James Rolfe. And you remember when I had that YouTube channel where I just did movie reviews? I just stole his thing. I mean, I later, I think, got good and I did my own thing, but I started just copying him because I really liked what he was doing. So then I think he's been working on this movie for years. Like it was totally fan funded. I mean, I'm sure he put in some of his own money too, but it was on Indiegogo where the goal was like $70,000, but people gave him like $300,000. He's very popular. Super independent movie. It was released in the theaters in a limited run, I think last month, but it didn't come to the Twin Cities, which really bummed me out. But it was just released online digitally yesterday, and I bought it. And then we just watched it. And you have never heard of him before.
No.
You have no prior knowledge of the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Nope.
So what did you think of the movie?
I didn't like it.
Didn't like it. I immediately regretted inviting you over to watch it, making you watch it with me. There were a lot of in-jokes. Like too many, like there were some things where I pointed out to you, like, oh, that guy's this and this and this, but then it's like by the end it's like,
well, you ever see me play Top Gun? Not a pretty sight.
I liked it. I thought it was really clever and funny and entertaining. And I think any fan of his YouTube show will feel the same way. But I don't think it's going to necessarily convert non-fans. Which is fine. Because, I mean, it was funded by fans. I think it was made for fans. And on that level, I think it was a huge success. I mean, it felt like one of his YouTube episodes, but on the big screen. But as a movie unto itself, it wasn't The Godfather. It wasn't Citizen Kane. But as an Angry Video Game Nerd movie, I think it was quite well done. I was entertained. I was never bored.
I was bored.
I could tell you were bored. What I really liked about it was all the special effects. There was a lot of practical special effects, like miniatures and models and guys in suits and, you know, rubber puppets. And at one point you said, they're just setting toys on fire. And I said, yeah, like that's cool. They're setting toys on fire.
Oh, well, I just said that because we've done that.
Yeah, we've set toys on fire.
Theirs looked better than ours.
Theirs looked much better than ours. They're very good at toys on fire. I liked everything with the nerd. I think he's, I'm not going to say he's a great actor. I'm not even going to say he's a good actor, but he is that character, and he was giving the same level of performance that he gave on his YouTube show, which is just a guy talking to the camera about video games.
Hitting your mark is like trying to piss into a shot glass that's spinning on a record player that's strapped to a running cheetah's back while you're riding on a unicycle blindfolded.
He's funny, I like him.
But it was really weird watching him interact with actors and other characters, because most of the time on his show it's just him. It was weird seeing this character as a part of a bigger universe, and I'm not going to say it worked. Like, it's such a specific tone to this character that having him as a part of a real narrative was just weird. So the best part of the movie, and I don't want to spoil anything, over the end credits there's a video game review that's similar to what he does on his YouTube show, and that was the best part of the movie.
I will say that was actually pretty good.
That's what he does.
I don't mean to take away from it. Good for him.
He made
a movie.
He made a movie.
That's something to be proud of.
Absolutely. I think he co-wrote it and co-directed it with somebody, I think his name is Kevin Finn, who I guess they're friends, and he's also appeared in some Angry Video Game Nerd episodes. He starred in it. He created a character. I mean, he's up there now with Orson Welles, Charlie Chaplin, as a writer, director, star. Do you know who these people are?
Yes.
So, I mean, yeah, I mean, he made a movie. And he made a movie for $300,000. Probably a little bit more, but let's say under $1 million, which is unheard of at this point in the film industry. And it didn't look that bad, production-wise.
No, it didn't.
I mean, the special effects were crummy, but I think they were intentionally crummy. Partly because they had no budget, so they made the special effects fun instead of just all CG. Like, I really liked the sequence at the end with that monster. Like, that was really cool. Right? Where it was, where the monster was smashing Las Vegas, but it was intercut with the two female actresses fighting. Like, I thought that was a really good sequence. I never knew what was happening at any point in the movie, so there was kind of a lack of suspense because nothing made sense and it was so weird. But I liked what I saw. I think as a director, James Rolfe was pretty good with the action sequences and at directing special effects. I think, especially in his YouTube videos, that's one of the best things he does. Is he's a really good special effects guy.
So, outer space, huh?
Yep.
Eddie Pepitone was in it. He was the guy, he played the nerd's boss way at the beginning of the movie at the video game store. He's a legitimate actor. He's not a great actor. He's a comedian slash actor, Eddie Pepitone.
It's a boy. Oh. No, I knew my semen was good.
And then there was the guy who played that general who kept losing limbs, which I guess was he clumsy? I didn't really...
I guess so.
I laughed every time. Like there were a couple of scenes where he got his arms chopped off because he was clumsy, and both times I laughed like really loudly. And then after I laughed, I was shocked at myself for laughing. Or the reoccurring gag where Cooper, the nerd's friend, kept falling off stuff and then switched to a dummy. I laughed both. They did that twice. I laughed both times. I don't know why.
Whoa!
I think it was supposed to be stupid. I think a lot of this part you cannot review this movie because there was so much of it that was stupid. But I bet 75% of the stuff that was stupid was supposed to be stupid, And then there's the other 25% that was just stupid. But I think every audience member is not going to know. It's going to have their own stupid parts that they think are stupid. And that they think are just stupid.
What?
I don't know. McButter? Was that the blonde soldier's name?
Yes.
She was my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
She's the only one that I thought was funny.
She was funny. And she was really lovely. She was believable as that character. She had good comic timing. No, she was good. McButter. She should get an Oscar.
I don't know about that.
It helps if you shake me, sir.
Really?
No.
It was almost as though there was too much in the movie. But I mean, it's understandable because he's making a movie. He's a filmmaker, an independent, low-budget filmmaker, but this is his first real movie. And it kind of felt like he didn't know if he'd ever have a chance to make another movie, so he just put everything into it. You know, so there was big monsters. There was a car chase. There was the jet action sequence, which I thought was really cool. There was a zombie attack scene. Like that was in a dream sequence. I thought that was really cool. That was a really good zombie scene. There was the alien guy. There was a lot of action, romance, comedy. You've never seen anything like this movie. Even if you watched his YouTube show, you will not be prepared for how fucking weird this movie is, in a good way. I would rather a movie be too weird than boring. And I know you were bored. But you have never watched his YouTube show. You have never played Atari.
No.
You wouldn't describe yourself as a gamer in general.
Nope.
Thanks for watching it with me. I think it would have been really fun to see it in a theater, you know, packed full of angry video game nerd fans. I think that's the way to see it. Get a big group of friends over, and, you know, laugh. Because it's a silly movie. I recommend fans check it out. I don't know if it's going to have tremendous crossover appeal. But I enjoyed it. I'm glad I saw it. I own it. So I'll probably watch it a few more times. Not tonight.
I'm gonna go home and watch Camp Dakota.
Starring our friend Hannah Hart, who we met.
Yeah, my personal friend.
Right. But we haven't met James Rolfe yet. But if he ever does come to town, I will drag you to meet him.
Okay. That's only fair.
Right. And good job, James. He made a movie. And it was... I imagine it was exactly the movie that he intended to make. So I think on that level, it was a big success. And I hope he makes a lot of money. Now go back to making the YouTube show.